box. For those that are wondering about radio in Walker County, we are on 88.5 FM. And remember, you can always watch us on your smartphone. If you have an iPhone or an Android phone, just download the free app on the App Store for the respective phone, and it's got a live option. You can watch us live that way, or on your computer via abc3340.com. There's a lot of ways you can hear or watch us during times like this. But if your power's out, if you got a smartphone, an iPhone or an Android phone, that is a very easy way to watch us live anywhere at any time. But again, this thing is wound up. Greatest potential for rotation is passing just south of downtown Jasper, basically down Highway 269. It seems like the large hail part of the storm will stay over downtown Jasper. The rotating part of the storm is passing just to the south. And again, that will be ultimately impacting places like Cordova, Dora, and Sumiton. So if you are in any of those three communities or close to those three communities, we recommend that you go to a safe place right away. And we encourage no travel along any of those major highways, Alabama Highway 5 or U.S. Highway 78, over the course of the next 15 to 20 minutes. And I know that the sirens are sounding in the Birmingham Metro. It is for this storm that is just south of Jasper, the rotating part of the storm. The trajectory will carry it to the east-southeast down toward northern Jefferson. I honestly don't think it is a problem for southern Jefferson. It's a problem for northern Jefferson. The greatest issues will be from downtown Birmingham on north. And again, this is suggesting a pretty good delta with this. Again, that's 101 knots one way, and in that small box, I'm having a hard time reading that.
It's 4 knots, but you've got to, this is not storm relative, so that'd be about 54 knots.
It doesn't take into account storm motion. So the bottom line is there is very good evidence that this thing is rotating, and again, that's going to be moving to the southeast, really the east-southeast. So again, the call to action is for those of you in Cordova, Dora, and Sumiton, areas to the southeast of Jasper now, to be in a safe place. And again, this is Cordova. That's Corridor X. That's Alabama Highway 5, the old U.S. Highway 78. And that will be ultimately moving down into Jefferson County, down here toward Bagley and Sayre and Graysville. And from there, we'll just have to wait and see. These have taken right turns from time to time. I believe it will greatly affect the northern part of Jefferson County, and more than likely not the southern part, but still, we'll just take it one step at a time right here. But I would say from downtown Birmingham north, that's the greatest threat for the Birmingham Metro. Tornado impact numbers are 3.4. That's a scale that runs from 0 to 10. We have seen that as high as 10 today. It's up to a 5 there on that particular shot. And again, that's a very significant number. And those are some approximate arrival times. We don't want you to, use those verbatim. That's just some guidelines. But again, there's the situation. Now, if you're in Kansas or Carbon Hill or Eldridge, the danger is over for you. The issue now is from Jasper on to the south and east. Ashley, what you got on the sky cams?
Did you see John's wall cloud?
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, John Brown says he has a huge wall cloud southeast of Jasper. So
okay, well, let's take John's camera. Now, understand, this is going to be a challenge here because it is pitch black out there, but you have to wait for lightning to illuminate the wall cloud. And where's he, Jason? Where's John located?
He is, he's just south of Jasper. He said you can't see it on the stream.
Okay.
So we'll just have to get his report.
Yeah, again, John is been out all day today. Came by and saw us for a few minutes here during the 6 o'clock news. But John is reporting now a wall cloud at his location just southeast of Jasper. I think he is probably between Jasper and Sumiton on Corridor X, and reporting a wall cloud. So again, with all of these reports, it is certainly a wise thing to do to stay in a safe place until this thing passes. And again, for those of you in the Birmingham metro area, it's going to be a while before it gets there. This storm is still now just south and east of Jasper. And we're watching for other reports. And it's mostly people hearing sirens. And again, if you're hearing a siren, that's the largest, the population, in terms of population, the largest county in the state. They're all sounding right now. And remember, tornadoes are tiny and counties are big. And we'll go back to the radar, and let me just kind of show you where we are. This is the storm that has prompted the tornado warning. First off, this is large hail falling down here. Sipsey, Empire, Dora, Sumiton, more than likely along Highway 5, the old U.S. Highway 78, you've got really large hail. Now, Corridor X down here, you're not in that hail zone. You're perhaps more at risk from a tornado. We notice an inflow notch or two back in here, and back in the back flank, there's a lot of suspect areas. This has not been the classic-looking tornado signature on radar, but we have had numerous reports of funnel clouds. We've got John Brown looking at this. He's seeing a wall cloud. There is clearly a rotating updraft, which could mean a tornado at any time. It's near this surface boundary just north of there, and just everything is in place for possibly a tornado to drop. So again, from Jasper down to Dora, Sumiton, Cordova, Sipsey, and then ultimately crossing over into Jefferson County, down here toward Bagley and Sayre, we recommend action right now. Now, for those that are in downtown Birmingham, you've got some time. The major hospitals that are watching us, you've got some time. We'll evaluate this, and we can let you know way before it gets even close to you because it is so far away now. You've got a little bit of time. The initial call to action is that northwestern part of the county, and again, we're talking around Bagley and Sayre. That's where you need to be in a safe place right now. It's moving at about 45 miles per hour. And again, I would imagine, based on this trajectory, the greatest potential for problems would be north of downtown Birmingham. Certainly if you're in Gardendale, Fultondale, Adamsville, Graysville, Mount Olive, Morris, Warrior, Kimberly, places like that, that's where we prefer people to be in a safe place. From downtown Birmingham south, more than likely this will not impact you. But again, let's watch this as it comes on down the pike right here. Any late word, Jason, from the spotters?
Nothing so far. It's just got a report that there was some ping pong ball size hail with that storm as it came through downtown Jasper. And usually when we talk about the size of hail, not every single stone is going to be the size of a ping pong ball or a golf ball. Most of them are probably going to be on the order of pea size or maybe dime size, nickel size. Occasionally you can get the bigger stones that do get up in the neighborhood of golf ball and ping pong ball size. But when you start seeing a lot of those, which this could be producing because of the way it looks and because of the intense updraft that it's got, it's getting up into some very tall territory. The Ville on the storm has been very high, and it has stayed high. I'll zoom in on this, and right over Highway 78, the Ville in the last sweep was showing 60 to 65 kilogram per meter cube.
Let me read this report. This is when it came through Carbon Hill. I've never seen hail like that before in my life. Carbon Hill has been hit hard. Electricity is out. Trees are down. And I think there's been some roof damage to a relative's house. And that's an example of the kind of hail that this thing is putting down. We've had one report of the train sound south of Jasper when this storm came through, the roaring noise that often is associated with a tornado. And remember, this is at night. Our spotters are out there, but let me tell you what, you have to wait on a lightning strike to illuminate a wall cloud or a funnel cloud. That is very, very hard to do at this point. And again, the best thing we can do is just tell you to stay in a safe place until these things pass. Power is out in Carbon Hill. Power is out in Eldridge. And thank goodness in Jasper, downtown Jasper, power is on. We're watching the Skycam on top of the King building. But again, there's your couplet right there. That's a very, very good presentation right there. Southeast of downtown Jasper near Interstate 22. And there, okay, here's the new scan. That thing is on Interstate 22. When I say Interstate 22, it's US 78, soon to be Interstate 22. That's located just north of Cordova, near the first Cordova exit coming out of Jasper. And that's moving off to the east-southeast. And again, that ultimately will be crossing Alabama Highway 5, which is the old US 78 in just a little bit, but that is a very, very strong indication of a tornado on radar about 5 miles south of downtown Jasper, and again moving to the east-southeast. So we encourage everybody in Cordova, stay in a safe place. Dora, Sumiton, stay in that safe place, and you know, no mobile homes and no vehicles. Nobody should be driving along Alabama Highway 5 or US Highway 78 or any other roads near this thing until it passes by. It's moving at about 45 miles an hour, so it's going to move by pretty quickly. There's look some of the parameters. The tornado impact is 4.7 on this, and we have a TVS. When you see the red triangle, that is a tornado vortex signature, which means the radar believes that there is a tornado there based on these algorithms. And again, these are the approximate arrival times, but again, clearly the call to action is for folks to be in that safe place. And we have multiple reports of large hail with this thing. And again, let's go to John Brown's stream. John is on Corridor X. And and Jason, you got that report directly from John. You say he saw a wall cloud, but there was no funnel associated with it.
Right. He said no wall cloud. He said wall cloud, but no funnel cloud associated with it. And just got a report from Brian Falls, who's monitoring the scanners up in Walker County too. He says Walker County deputies have also seen that wall cloud, and John says that wall cloud should be within view of his camera momentarily. Within just the next couple of minutes, so we'll keep watching that. We might want to just put that in the double box while we're watching for it.
Yeah, let's go to radar on one box, and we'll put John's stream in the other. And John should be very close to that wall cloud now. But remember, you know, we're working in darkness here, and you have to wait for the lightning to illuminate the wall clouds. So again, just as soon as we you know, get a good lightning flash, we'll get a good look at that. And again, John dropped by. It's funny, we were talking about best places to go, and we thought we'll head up toward Jasper and Carbon Hill. We often say that, but again, the boundary was pretty close to that, and that was a pretty good call. So we'll keep a close eye on that. And again, we have many reports of large hail. Looks like some of the hailstones perhaps are over the size of golf balls, and certainly that is enough to cause some damage. Ashley, downtown Jasper, what do you think the size was there? Probably quarter-sized?
I would say quarter, definitely.
We watched that, you know, intently as it was coming down. Yeah, a lot of images on Facebook and Twitter as well. Again, for those of you that would like to report on Twitter, we like to use the hashtag ALWX, and on Facebook you can use my account. That's facebook.com/JamesSpann, and we're watching those pretty carefully and getting some pretty amazing shots of hail, and we'll show some of those in just a little bit. But again, we want to keep John Brown's video up in the other box, which just will be a lot of darkness for most of the time, but he's awfully close to the what could be a wall cloud southeast of Jasper. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Do y'all see that? Look at that. Look.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. That thing's huge.
Take that full screen.
That's huge. Go full screen with John's camera.
Good grief.
Wow.
That's the biggest one we've seen so far today.
That is a massive wall cloud. And understand, you know, we say wall cloud. There could be a tornado under that thing. When we're working in a situation like this, it is very difficult for us to see at night. But you can see in the middle of that thing what could be a tornado. And if you can get his exact location, Jason, if you've got him on the IM, I know that John is on Corridor X, southeast of Jasper, probably close to Cordova. And again, he's looking at a large wall cloud. We're watching this live. And we're just going to hang on to that shot. Again, you know, the radar is fine, but this is what's coming down toward Birmingham. Again, if you're watching us in the Birmingham metro, I know the sirens started sounding 10-15 minutes ago, but understand that this is the storm that's prompted the warning, and you've got some time. The immediate call to action for Jefferson County, it's Bagley and Sayre. In Walker County, our call to action is for Cordova, Sipsey, Empire, Dora, and Summerton. Those communities south and east of Jasper. For Jasper, the danger is over.
John, by the way, is at the County Road 61 exit off 22.
Okay, that's one of those Cordova exits, yeah. I think. Goodness. And again, you can see why we have to wait for those lightning flashes to illuminate that. Wow. There could be a tornado there, and that's the problem. We've had people report the loud roaring noise, and of course, you're seeing traffic out there, and we encourage, if you're listening to us on radio, and again, our radio partner in Walker County is 88.5 FM, the Planet. If you're listening to us by radio, we encourage that nobody be driving on either Alabama Highway 5. That's the old US 78, the one that goes by the Green Top and kind of goes to the middle of Dora and Summerton by Bevel, or the new US 78, which is Interstate 22, because you know, we had a family that's lucky to be alive that had a horrible accident out there last April 24th, and we don't want that to happen again or something worse. And again, the worst place you can be in a situation like this is a vehicle. And again, I know it's dark, but we're having to wait on the lightning to illuminate this wall cloud.
Oh, wow.
See that? And again, this is, we got the radar, but that radar beam is, you know, about 1,000 feet up, and this is right down on the ground, looking at this storm that is near Cordova. If you are in Dora or Summerton, more than likely you see large hail. We've got a report of pea-sized hail in Summerton right now. Walker County Sheriff's deputies are reporting 2 funnels. And again, we've just got one spot really we're concentrating on.